To understand this episode at all, the first thing you'll need to know is that things don't always go to plan. I had once, if I can still remember, thought that Noam Chomsky's universal grammar theory might prove a helpful model for understanding our experience of music cross-culturally. Music as neither, at the one extreme, perceived identically regardless of cultural content, nor at the other, as being, in experience, entirely unconstrained by its own objective features, or for that matter, by the objective physical brain. Was that it? Have I said it adequately? Thinking back, that was, or must have been, the original intent. If that is, it seems so long ago, I can even remember why Noam Chomsky was brought in at all. Certainly I must have meant, for this reason or some other, to introduce the man's ideas. Yes, that was it. The ideas of Noam Chomsky. What happened instead, for reasons wholly mysterious to me, how did it happen, was that he became a kind of intellectual, imaginary friend. However undignified it sounds, what else can I call it? Someone with whom I began to act out frequent and, in stark contrast with my sincere ambitions, consistently trivial, decidedly off-topic quarrels. But maybe I'm presumptuous to term them quarrels too quickly, for we managed to argue once, at length and inconclusively, over whether the very triviality of our arguments was better described as quarreling, or the alternate term preferred by Noam, quibbling. Over even this we managed to disagree. During such important exchanges did still somewhere, in the back of my mind, the dozing aim of asking and answering the big questions soundly sleep. What had I really come to ask, to answer? But such dialogue as was destined to be ours was not the Socratic method in action, and all mysteries of music remained under lock and key. No, nothing goes to plan. Yet, I suppose the important contents of this unusual disclaimer, such as they are disclosed. You know what I came to tell you. I ask now only that you, the viewer, all this strange business in mind, thoroughly enjoy the following episode. Oh, it's Bing Bong. And Noam.
And how old is your child?
47. Thank goodness my drawing is back on point again. Okay, let's see here. What the hell is a wren? Well, the song's done. I admit it came out a little bit more macabre than I intended. Maybe that's no surprise. It was finished. I honestly didn't notice this until I settled the last word on October 31st. I guess that makes this the belated Halloween episode. Macabre also, perhaps, if I care to think it out, because of what I was listening to, things like, I don't know, Johnny Cash singing Ghost Riders in the Sky. Now there's a song from a time when popular music was different. It had, at least to my ears, a now abandoned, near literary quality. Anyway, tell me what you think. I should probably ask Noam what he thinks too. Not that I need to. He may be interested. It's called One Lonely Wren. But that's not the first line. I never saw the devil in the courthouse were only men. In the prison were but the convicted,
in the courtyard, one lonely wren. I never saw the devil, for the bribes changed hand to hand, and the cigarettes passed through the bars were bartered man to man. Yet didn't that wren seem to smile, self-satisfied it seemed to me? Didn't it look away knowingly when it looked and it saw I couldn't see? To this world I gave all my labor, and the workmanship was good, and our purpose was only to human. The beams were of sturdy wood, so I doubt the devil's presence, for the gallows were built by men. The hinges released and the trapdoor falls on a high beam. Still stands one lonely wren.
Well, how do you think that one came out? Well, it's your bird choice. Have you ever seen a wren? Of course. I Googled it. Okay. That'll do. Wait, you didn't just pick it because it rhymed with men. Wren, men. What? I can think of plenty of birds that rhyme with men. Really? Because I'm a professional linguist and... Cut to the chase, gnome. What's wrong with the wren? Nothing per se, of course. When Poe, for example, wanted an ominous bird, he went for, well, a raven. And? You know, a raven, the darkly observing, inscrutable intelligence. Foul, winged creature of the night? I mean, when it comes time to pick an ominous bird, take your time. Don't just pick at random. You can't just spin the big wheel. Give it some thought. It may stop at parakeet, for instance. The song's fine. Although, if I don't give offense, the guitar solo was a little basic. No, guitar playing isn't about technique, it's about feel. Don't get me started. Incidentally, and unsurprisingly, I've never seen the devil either, but don't you ever get, I don't know, an odd feeling? Not as such.
47, you say? That's good. That's good. Bing Bong is okay with that.